faithful, this is it, the Super Bowl. And this is our time. It's time to silence the doubters. Time to reward the faithful. It's time to dig deeper and to rise higher. I will be back here. I will be back here. And I will be back with vengeance. Our relentlessness knows no bounds.
Purdy has a block. Throwing one downfield for Kittle. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco!
Our determination has no limits.
The most mental team will win this game today.
And our mission is to leave no doubt.
Oh my goodness. McCaffrey scores! 49ers in front!
Bosa picks up the first sack of his postseason.
Oh, he caught it off the ricochet! And that is picked! 49ers have it!
For the championship, for the Lombardi, for this moment, forever. Do it for the Bay.
What's up, 49er faithful? It's your boy Chili Will, and welcome to the 49er Street Squad. 49er faithful, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but man, I'm ready. I got the Brock Purdy Super Bowl jersey on, my championship hat, boy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good this week because, boy, you know what I know. The time is now. The time is now. All the noise, everything else, we just going to squash. The time is now. And, you know, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to get into it. You know, we got perhaps a Kansas City fan that might join us later on in the show and join us. So he'll come in later on. But, you know, we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about you know, what our thoughts are about this Super Bowl and going against Kansas City once again since 2019. It's funny because I was just watching on the, I don't know, I think it was NFL Network, and they were just showing the 2019 Super Bowl. And it brought back some memories, but man, it made me think, oh boy, payback is coming. Payback is coming. So let me bring in my boy. You know my man. He's always dropping the golden nuggets, man, all the way from Las Vegas. Let's bring in my man, Niner Rio de Janeiro. What's up, Rio?
What's up, Chili Will?
See, you got the black jersey going like me. I see.
I know.
It was almost like how the Niner players kind of all lined up coming into Philadelphia Stadium, all that black. They
but
know.
You got that patch, man. What's up with the patch?
Get ready. Whoa, baby, I told you I'm ready, man.
Where'd you get the patch from, man? Wait, you got.
Hey, I had to make a stop at the 49er store and get me my Brock Purdy, the new Brock Purdy jersey. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh man, you got the Brock. Okay.
Yeah. So you see how I'm rolling up. You know, you see how I'm rolling up in Las Vegas come Thursday, baby.
I want to know. See, now I got that question. What are you wearing for the game? I want to know.
Oh man, I haven't decided yet because you know
I know how superstitious you are.
Yeah. I definitely can't roll up in this jersey. That's for sure. Wow. Much as I love Brock Purdy, I can't. You know, I ain't trying to jinx my boys. I can't show up in this particular one that day. But I might just have to come with my regular red 49er Street Squad jersey because you know I got to represent.
Right.
You know. So we'll see. You know, and most of the families coming. You know, we're gonna have a lot of you know, my sister-in-laws and nephews, some nieces, and we're all gonna be over there in Las Vegas. getting ready for the Super Bowl, and I know they're going to wear their white jerseys. Going to be looking all good in the white jerseys, but they got their special white jerseys, So they're going to be representing the 49ers in the white jerseys. Chili
Are
Will,
we white?
maybe red.
What color jersey we wearing?
We actually have to wear the white jerseys again, just
Okay.
like 5 years ago. Yeah. So
Okay.
white jerseys it is, but different results this time. That's for sure. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it, man. And I just want to say, first of all, I got to give props to the 49er faithful, man. You know what? I don't know. I think I told you this, but last week's show we did together on Tuesday, the faithful showed up for the 49er Street Squad because you know what? We had almost 1,000 views on that show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know, everybody. Now, for me, that's special because, I don't think I ever have had that many views. I mean, I've had, going back and looking at some of the old episodes, there's quite a few, over 100, maybe 200, but it was 930 something views, man. So I just want to say thank you, 49er faithful, for checking out your boy Chili Will, Niner Rio, and all the rest of the gang hanging out here on the 49er Street Squad. Because, it's all about having fun. We have fun with the faithful, and we have a great time. And even on podcasts, we're killing it. It's looking pretty good. I mean, people are starting to tune in.
That's what we're supposed to do, man.
They got to hear a little bit of 49er Street Squad entertainment on their way to work or on their way home. It don't matter. But, they're checking us out. They're showing the love and support. And I just want to take a minute to thank you guys so much for just, so much just for supporting the channel. Remember to subscribe, tell a friend, hit the like button, And I didn't see how many likes I got out of that 900 views, but if you can't hit the like button, guys, because that makes a difference to the old YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. I don't even know how that works because I just enjoy talking Niners with you all and Niner Rio and everybody else that's on the show. So that's what it's all about for me. We just have this little moment of good time each week, So so we just do it like that, but yeah, much prop and love to all the 49 faithful out there, man. Woo, faithful. The question is, Rio, the question is, the time is now. We've been talking about it all season. Mission Impossible 6 has to happen.
It has to.
And your boy Chili Will, I think I have the code that's going to break.
I've been waiting to hear this, man.
Yeah, I'm going to say that for the end of the show. That's my little golden nugget. I know it's going to
you
work.
Got some suspense going on. Okay,
I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work because
I've been dying to hear this.
And
since
I know
you made mention.
I know a lot of people are going to hear this and think, "Oh, God, chill, come on, really?" But I'm serious. If anybody that know me, well, you watch it, but we'll get into that later. We're going to get to that later. So let's jump in. We got Kansas City. Now, you being in Vegas, I'm sure you around a lot of the action. Have you been outdoors? Have you been downtown Vegas roaming around? Have you been seeing the 49er faithful showing up strong in red and white? Come on, man. Talk to me. Tell me because, go ahead.
Let me tell you, man. It's crazy, but it's feeling like a pro Niner crowd. It's like, if you notice in the opening night yesterday, they were booing KC like crazy. And it was so pro Niners. Every time Niners grab the mic, they going crazy. When any like Patrick Mahomes start talking, they start booing. Patrick Mahomes is like, "Yeah, all right, Niner." He's trying to talk smack, and it's, man, I'm telling you right now, it's feeling pro Niner right now. KC, they're the bad guys because people are getting tired of seeing them in the Super Bowl winning. But not only that, but because I did a staycation this weekend, so I was actually hanging out on the Strip this weekend. And when I was out there, the overall sentiment was that people love the Brock Purdy story and they want to see Brock Purdy win. And so there's a lot of people that's pro Brock Purdy. But here's the crazy part. A lot of people are betting on KC.
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, you can't bet against Mahomes. So it's crazy. Like everybody's like, I want Brock Purdy to win, I want the Niners to win, but you can't bet against Mahomes. You can't bet against Mahomes. And
Oh
it's
man.
and it's
Say
a
it.
crazy feeling, man. And I'm gonna say one last thing before I pass it back to you. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in the last 2 weeks. I mean, the
Oh,
last two Super Bowls that the Niners were in.
oh, you got a super hex too?
Yes, I am not
Whoa.
going to bet on the outcome of the Niner KC game. I'm not going to bet on the Niners to win. I will not bet on them. The last two Super Bowls, I've lost betting on the Niners. So this time, I'm going to resist. I'm going to resist. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to bet on them. I might do some prop bets, some player prop bets.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal. But as far as on the Niners winning, I am not betting on it, even though I know they're going to win. I feel it in my bones, but I'm so superstitious that I'm just not going to do it this time.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you heard it here first, everybody. Rio's taking measures this year. He's making sure he's taking measures, and I'm taking measures this year. And we're gonna talk about that later in the show. But yeah, shout out to Gloria's checking in. Nina Glow is out there. My boy Rick Diaz checking in, man. What's up? Great to see you guys. And yeah, we're gonna get into this Nina Real. Because we're gonna have your guests come on probably within a few minutes, next 15 minutes. So we're gonna try to get through some of this. So all right, facing the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. And now, as this game starts building up and, Sunday's coming along, the excitement, everything's happening. But, to these guys, it's just another game. It's a big game. A lot riding on it, obviously, but it's a big game. But it's another game, another football game. Knowing what we've been through with these guys already in the regular season and, of course, in 2019, how do you feel that the 49ers have to plan for Kansas City's offense? So now we just want to look at the defense getting prepared for their offense. I'm asking you as Coach Rio right now, talk to me and tell me what needs to be done.
I feel 100% we got to try to shut down the run as much as possible. Pacheco, they're projecting. It's to the point where they think that McCaffrey and Pacheco are going to get the same amount of yards. And if that's happening, that's not good. So we definitely got to limit Pacheco, right? Because I feel like, yeah, Mahomes is going to Mahomes. But if you notice during the season, the receivers are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not catching all the time. So if we're taking care of Kelsey and we're taking care of the run, I'll take a chance on those other receivers as far as, we don't have to double on them and stuff like that. I feel like we'll be good on that side, but we have to concentrate on the run because that's what they're focusing on. As far as on the offensive side of the ball, they're focusing on the run and Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's their main two things. I really believe if we could shut down Kelsey and limit Pacheco, we got this in the bag.
Good nuggets. You know what? I have to stand right beside you on that because, I'm looking at this team. I went looking back at the Kansas City Ravens game, and, I'm looking at them going, wow. Basically, in a nutshell, the Ravens got beat by Mahomes and Kelsey.
Yeah.
Basically. So we all know the connection Mahomes has with Kelsey. And like you said, the defense has to put this boy, Kelsey, in check. Now, it ain't going to be easy because this is a big guy. He's tall, has long arms, and he's just got that connection with Mahomes. They know how to read each other. When he's in trouble, Kelsey knows how to get in the open spot on the field to receive that catch. And all Mahomes has to do is put that thing just up in the air in the right spot for Kelsey to make that play. because he's a big dude. This
Yeah,
guy's
he is.
he's tall, and any secondary is going to struggle with them. That's why I can see why Ravens were struggling as good as they are as defense. That he's a big dude, and when he's up and running, going 110%, you in for a long dogfight with Mahomes and Kelsey. Those are the two dynamos that need to be stopped now. So with that said, Kelsey, they have to, you're going to have to throw off his rhythm, check him at the line, make sure you got 1 or 2 guys above and below him, maybe a third one in the presence of just knowing where he is. Because that's what it's going to take. It's almost going to take like 3 defenders to have a crosshair lock on this brother when he's out running his routes. Now, not only that, the defense front line has to bring it with everything they have in their tank. Because
talk about it.
The Niners, when they played the Baltimore Ravens last week, the one thing that the Ravens did do, especially in the second half, well, pretty much through the game, but mostly in the second half, you notice how they turned it up a notch, putting on the pressure on Mahomes. This brother always likes to scramble to his right every time he scrambles out the pocket, because that's kind of like his comfortable side, so he's always breaking right side all the time. So the front line has to show up for this game. They have to have their track shoes on and be expected and ready to run. I mean, I hope these guys are doing sprints right now on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? And getting their legs ready. Because that's what's going to take. That's what it's going to take. They need to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes when he's out there. I mean, in the pocket, if he runs out the pocket, they got to put the pressure on. And that's the one thing that the Ravens did do in the second half. They put more pressure on Mahomes. It got to the point where it would almost seem like every other play was a blitz play. But,
Right.
It disrupted his rhythm, and you notice he couldn't really do anything. He couldn't. He didn't have the time to throw to Kelsey or make any kind of plays because Ravens came at him quick. So we got to get our fastest guys, not only just the front line, but a couple of our fastest corners. They have to be ready to just chase this fool down. Come at him quick.
Speaking of Chase, we need Chase to step up.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need Chase.
No playoff Chase.
We need Chase to step up. Bosa, stepped up, and it's just I'll be honest with you, man. I'm kind of disappointed with what we're getting out of Chase.
Well, and I think you can also put Hargrave in that pot too. Because
Yeah,
where has he been the last few weeks?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, he's been on, he's been doing his thing, but he ain't been kicking down them doors like he was early in the season neither. So it seems to me like these guys, I mean, they were talking about, players taking off, taking plays off and, not performing and stuff. And you saw it. It was evident. You look at the Detroit game, there was they talked about the one play when the homeboy Detroit, I forgot which one, I think it was Gibbs, ran the ball, a little 15, 20-yard run. All the guys were right there, and they practically just watched him run into the end zone. Yeah, he walked right by them.
It was embarrassing, dude.
That was crazy. And that's a shame because, as faithful, we know our defense. And ever since, we had, what's the ballhead brother that was there again? Who's the coach of the Jets now, but used to be our defensive coordinator before D'Amico.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Anyway, we had him, D'Amico Ryans, right? I mean,
Jets coach.
Yeah, those guys had this defense ready to play some football. They stood on the word swarm, right? Remember, special worth ethic and relentless mindset. They need to get that back on Sunday. They need to get that back on Sunday because that's what it's going to take to stop Kansas City. That's what it's going to take to chase down Mahomes all over the place. That's what it's going to take to stop Kelsey. It's going to be relentless every single play. They can't be giving up these 3rd and 20s, 3rd and 15s, all because somehow Kelsey found his way open.
Yeah. There's no, I just feel like like you said, we can't give up. We can't take no plays off. We got to Well, this is the Super Bowl. All right. This is the Super Bowl. So right now, everybody's going to give 150%. I already know it. They're hungry. I love seeing the not just the defense, but I'm thinking about Kittle when he, talked about, he said, I'm gonna be back here and I'm gonna be back with a vengeance.
Hmm.
He knows what he was destined to do, and I believe that he's gonna get this. I believe that I'm looking at Brock Purdy when he's talking in the media, is very calm. I love his demeanor, man.
Hmm.
He's very controlled, calm, and it just makes me think of Joe Montana back in the days. I'm not comparing him to Joe Montana as far as skills wise,
But he comes from
because
the Ice family.
but I'm saying, yeah, he got ice in his veins and he's taking care of business when he's just sitting there, like, I got this. All
Hmm.
right, yeah, I messed up, but I'm coming back. I got this. Or we
Right.
we focused, and that's what we need right now. We don't need somebody looking rattled and stuff like that. When them QBs look rattled. Back in the days when we had Jimmy G, when he was looking rattled.
Hmm.
What were we waiting for?
Hmm.
We were waiting for that Jimmy G moment, right? What's the Jimmy G moment? Throw a pick six or throw a pick at the wrong time.
The wrong
I
time.
don't
Yeah.
have that feeling with Brock. I really don't. You know what I mean? Anytime I see a pick, I do get surprised because he's usually squeezing it through, threading the needle and taking care of business. So
Right. Yeah, you're right, and I agree. I mean, Brock Purdy, he's been a good 80, 85, well, maybe a good 90% solid, so far this season. Played great games. He had a few that got away, but yeah, sloppy wet game in Browns, we could have won that. Was winnable. Minnesota, we could have won that. Was winnable too, but he was fighting through a little concussions, so it wasn't 100% there. And then the game before, what was the Cincinnati? Hey, we had the bye week coming up. I think these fellows were burnt out. They were just ready to get to the bye week. So they didn't bring their best effort. But hey, then they went on the super streak after that. Till we lost to Ravens. Which well, they're no longer in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. But Ravens were there, and then lost to them, and then of course the Rams at the end, which didn't mean nothing. So yeah, Brock Purdy did his thing. He was solid, and it takes a quarterback like that to get any team to this level and back into the Super Bowl and the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And that, and he, it seems like he almost comes from the same school as Mahomes, because Mahomes like that. These guys solid. He go out there, like Mahomes' attitude is like, I'm going to go out there and whoop on you anyway. I may play bad or worse as hell, running around for my life or everything, but I'm still going to get you. And
I'm gonna tell you,
that's the
I'm gonna
kind of
tell you a
mentality
secret.
you just got to have.
I'm gonna tell you a secret about Mahomes. All right,
Talk to me.
Mahomes is my favorite quarterback in the league. I'm just
Rightfully
being
so.
real. I'm being 100%. I expect him to break so many records. He's going to go down as the GOAT. Okay? He's going to go down as the GOAT. Straight up. I'm not even playing no game. It's very unfortunate that he has to play the Niners. It's unfortunate because if he wasn't playing the Niners, I would actually want him to win. But he's not going to win on Sunday. It's not happening this Sunday because
Well,
we got Purdy, baby. Okay, and Purdy is destined to make it happen. This dude was the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. He has the best story out there. If you believe in conspiracy theories, baby, the NFL love to have that play out so they could have that Disney movie with Purdy riding off in the sunset with that trophy. They already know Mahomes is gonna get all his Super Bowls. He gonna get a whole bunch of Super Bowls. He is. He will. But right now, it's Purdy time. And
oh,
I
shoot.
just, I just, I need to talk to somebody that's on the KC side
Yeah,
because
we got
I really,
we got a guest waiting in the green room right now. We see you. And he's gonna have his chance to say what he got to say. We're gonna bring you in a minute, but you know, we're just still gonna cover a couple of things, so just bear with us. Stay
Okay,
tuned, Mr.
okay.
Mar. Is that Mar? They look like
Yeah,
Mar.
that's
Look at that
Mar.
name.
That's Mar.
All right, Mar standing by, guy. He ready to release some Chief Kansas City fan craziness here in a minute. So I know that's coming. So
It's coming. I'm waiting.
So, okay, so we kind of, talked about what they needed to do to try to, deal with Patrick Mahomes and what adjustments need to be made. Now, like you said, what does Brock Purdy have to do because against this Kansas City defense? Because this defense, obviously not the same defense from 2019. They're probably a lot better than the
way
2019
better.
defense. And
Way
so,
better. Probably
and you got
KC's best defense they've had in a long time.
right, and you got oh man, his brilliant. Is it Chris Jones?
Yeah, I think it's Jones. Yeah,
Right?
it's Chris Jones.
This man this year gonna be coming with the pressure once again, but now he got to go up against Trent Williams. Ain't gonna be as easy getting to a quarterback. So, which is definitely a plus.
You know how Trent treat him. Know how Trent treat him.
Yeah, and so it's not. They said that Trent Williams hasn't given up a quarterback sack in like I don't know how long. Quite a few games now. So he's been solid for us, thank goodness, and he's been getting the job done. But how do you feel that what do you feel like the Niners need to do to go after the Kansas City Chiefs defense and be effective? Like, what do you think? Just just drop me like some of the key things that you feel that they need to be ready to do to deal with that Kansas City defense.
All right. You remember Gremlins back in the day?
Yeah.
You remember Gremlins?
Yeah.
What's the number one rule? One of the rules you can't do to the Mongol. You can't get them wet. As long as Brock Purdy's not wet, his hands not wet or anything, we good. He gonna be taking care of business.
Oh, you saying you get wet, boy? Rain, a lot of Brock Little Purdy's gonna stop popping off.
Listen, rain is his kryptonite, dude. Look, rain is kryptonite, but we don't have to worry about rain. So that's another problem for KC. And I could see Brock Purdy carving them up because I know they feel like, they got such a great defense, which they do, but they've never seen all of these weapons at one time. Give me a team that they faced that had a bunch of weapons. And you know who it was? The Rams. And you see how the Rams, I don't know if they played the Rams this year. I was thinking of the Ravens. But what I'm saying is that KC, I don't see them facing somebody with our type of offense. We have way too many weapons. And I feel like as long as our weapons are healthy and available, and we do those good plays that Shanahan could pull out, and do not get in choke mode, all right? Because we're gonna throw that choke thing away. It's done. Yeah, he did it. He did it with the Falcons. He did it with when he had Jimmy G. But you know what? This is a different situation right now. Because right now we have Brock Purdy, and if you want to call him a system quarterback, he's the best system quarterback that there's ever been out there, and he knows how to take care of the system. So I'm not worried about it. Call him a system quarterback. He win the Super Bowl, get a system quarterback the MVP. Do whatever you got to do. He said it himself. Brock Purdy said, yeah, cool. You want to call me a system quarterback? I felt proud that I could run this system because not everybody can. Because where's Trey Lance? Where's Trey Lance?
Couldn't do it. Jimmy couldn't do it.
Jimmy's gone. Where's Trey Lance?
Yeah,
so y'all can keep talking bad on Purdy, and I don't understand why. Get a man his props, my God. Like, if he was just a manager, why did we get rid of Jimmy G and Trey Lance, who we gave up so much to get?
Well, you heard the story that Kyle Shanahan did joke with. They were interviewing Jed York, and he said, yeah, he said after we got Brock Purdy and seeing him in practice, he said he later came up to said, you know what? I think we got a quarterback out of Brock Purdy. Yep. And the coach Jed York's like, what? We just spent like 3 first-round draft picks on the number one guy. You're telling me Mr. Irrelevant is better than both of those guys, And Kyle already seen it, He was like, yeah. He goes, man, I think this is our guy. And So of course, we all York and everybody else was like, okay, well, we got to see what this man got. You know what I'm saying? But I like what you said. I also feel the Niners, they're going to have to be, the running game is going to be really strong for these guys, because I feel like Kansas City's defense is pretty, weaker in the middle. And I think if Christian McCaffrey has a very strong game, it's going to be hard to beat the Niners. He's going to be, to me, the key. He's going to be the guy that's going to really help make things happen, because if he's successful at the run, that's just going to open up the pass. And then now you got to deal with Ayuk, Debo, Juwan Jennings, Kittle, you know what I'm saying? That's quite a lot.
Crazy in the green room right now.
I know it's probably hard for him to sit there and hear all this. But
I'm ready, man.
We're gonna bring the man in. Okay, hold on, because every time I have a first guest on, hold on a second. I got that. Oh, okay. Okay, I just saw your note there. Okay, let me bring my guy, Mr. Mar, Kansas City fan, representing his Chiefs. Welcome to the show, my brother, and we're gonna get you in here. I was just looking for my where's my oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. You ready? All the way from, well, he's from the Bay Area, I do believe, but he's a Kansas City fan, right?
He's from the
But
Bay.
he was cool for him to come join us. He's able to jump on with us for a minute, so we're gonna get into it with our boy, Mr. Kansas City Mar. Welcome, my brother. You there? Can you hear us okay?
Yes. Y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
What's up,
hold
Mar?
on. Let me give you the. We got Mar in the house, man. Mar, for the first time on the 49ers Street Squad. Mar, how you doing this evening, sir?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm breathing, man. I can't complain. I hear you guys. I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
Well, you know what?
Love it.
You had a chance to sit in the green room and hear what I had to say and Nina Rio had to say. I know this is once again exciting for you and the Kansas City fans, and also Taylor Swift. Really excited about this game, and I got to hear what you got to say. How are you as a fan? Kansas City. How are you feeling playing against the San Francisco 49ers come this Sunday? Do you? Give us just your true feelings. Are you concerned, or is this going to be like a no big deal for you? Where you standing on this?
Personally, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. First and foremost, I love it. Personally, I'm excited for the fact that all of this is not expected. We were hated all year.
True.
The end result, the Niners had one more win than we did at the end of the year, and you would have thought that we was 7-10. Mm-hmm. How much hate that we got, and it's crazy. That is crazy just to think about that. Y'all had one more win than us.
Do you feel the hate still real right now? Because your boys got booed out pretty good out there in Vegas when the
hate is real out here now for KC.
Hey, it's too close to the count. It's 49ers is one of those teams that they're everywhere.
Yes.
The Joe Montana stigma is still there. I'm not going to be naive to the fact that the Niners is probably one of the biggest franchises in sports in America. It is what it is. It's been that way forever. You go to Mexico, the Mexicans is going crazy for the 49ers.
Raiders or Niners over there. Raiders, Niners, Cowboys.
Yeah, Raiders, Niners, and some Steelers. Steeler fans is real. They're everywhere also, but the Niner fans, I love.
Ain't nobody rolling like the Empire right now.
I guess
Kansas City's a distant second, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just love it for the fact that we got love at first. We was loved. The Chiefs was loved, and I just think that I'm seeing the Brady effect. How people started hating on the Patriots and just despised them. And I actually feel it. I understand it now. Yes. Even though I wasn't one of those haters of Brady, I just know he's a stepping stone to get through. And my team was trash. And I love it that my team was trash, that we blossoming right now. I just love it.
Yeah. Thinking about, you brought up Brady's name, you think if he had retired maybe a few years earlier, you guys probably would have been going to like your fourth, fifth straight Super Bowl, because he lost They lost to Tom Brady. So
That
he lost to
offside
Brady twice.
Ford when he was offside.
Yeah.
I'm glad we shipped him over to you guys because you guys grabbed him next after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we beat y'all in the Super Bowl. We beat him, D Ford. Y'all took him off our hands. Just like y'all got Ward right now. Y'all got Ward from us.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to him. But we got better corners right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got better corners right now. So I mean, it's something. I feel as if we already won this year because of all the hate and the expectation. And I've been saying it all years. I'm like, the Chiefs haven't put it together yet.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't put it together. I've been saying that all year. We haven't put it, and this is the right time that we put it together. And it's weird to see a team put it together in the playoffs.
Now, let me ask you, Mar. How do you feel like? What do you think was the primary reason why they wasn't getting it together? Because of the fact, because you guys didn't lost Tyreek Hill, so that was a big gem of a player to miss from your offense because of the speed. And
they won the Super Bowl without him, though.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying this. Talking about this season, like you said, they were having hard times. The receivers were even having trouble catching balls and everything, and you could just see where, yeah,
all day long.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you're gonna see the frustration that Mahomes was dealing with and going through.
I never seen Mahomes like that. So
never,
angry, man.
yes,
and
never.
I loved it. I loved every single moment of it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him going crazy on the sidelines, and it's good to see that emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually needed. Like, I think with the absence of Eric Bieniemy, who was holding people accountable, we lost that. And Nagy being the OC, he was softer. Mm-hmm. And we seen the drop passes. We really don't have a number one, and we really don't have a number two. It's
Kelsey and Pacheco.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just Kelsey and Pacheco.
I mean, they're both the most powerful, offensive players that you guys got going, But hey, the receivers are starting to step up now, and the stretch Rice, when they needed to win, they made plays.
Rice. He's been great. No drop passes, 20 straight reception. Nothing dropped. I love it. And everybody's putting it together at the right time. And that's the part that's people aren't thinking about. And I just love the fact that nobody expected us to be here, and we're here. We got doubted every single playoff game, and we here.
I definitely wrote you guys off, because in Vegas, you gotta understand, I'm betting football every weekend, and the Chiefs was my first loss of the week. I mean, of the year, because they lost to Detroit, which was a shocker. I couldn't believe it, and we had a running joke saying that, did somebody kidnap his kids, Mahomes' kids? Why is he playing like that? You know what I mean? Because we didn't understand why he was throwing just just interception straight to people, and the receivers weren't doing anything. It was like, I'm like, man, there's no way. I said, we don't even have to worry about KC going to the Super Bowl. I said that many times. So for me to see him in the Super Bowl right now, it's scary. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I look at that Detroit game. Oh, my bad. I look at that Detroit game like Detroit beating us motivated their whole season. I'm like, okay, we don't have Chris Jones. Chris Jones didn't play that game, and Kelsey didn't play that game, and we lost by 1.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no blowout.
That goes to show you right there, when you don't have some of your prime starters in the game, just like when we lost, they got on us. Purdy, didn't perform, he didn't do well. Well, yeah, because we lost Trent Williams, we didn't have Deebo Samuel, and we went on the 3-game losing streak. So that just proves no matter how great your quarterback is, if he misses some key pieces on his offense,
Yeah, but look. Think about what you just said. You lost Trent, which is a major factor. I think that's more important than Deebo being hurt.
Now Deebo's major.
Yeah, Debo's major. But then on the flip side, I'm like, okay, Kittle's still there.
But all they
CMC's still there.
no CMC was hurt too.
He was hurt.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
three.
he was.
We
Yeah,
had
all
all
three of those
three.
games?
Yep.
yeah.
Next man up. Chiefs wouldn't have got no excuse. We don't have all those weapons. We don't get the excuse. We just like, oh, we got Mahomes.
But you used to have the weapons. Now let's not act like you guys have
We
been
won without him.
No, I'm saying before that, you guys had a plethora of weapons. You guys had Kareem Hunt. You had, what's his name? We had a bunch of receivers, and you had everything was good on the offense. Your defense sucked back in the days, but your offense,
Our defense, yeah.
your
I would
offense.
say the Super Bowl year because Kareem he didn't win. He did a stupid thing. We let him go. I wish he came back personally.
Yeah.
What we did that year, our defense got it together the last 6 games of the season.
Yeah.
And we started clicking. Frank Clark started clicking. Tyrann Mathieu, we had to let him go.
Yep.
He went to the Saints. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't keep him. We had to make a decision.
I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah. People forget, like, there's some people that was gone, but we had Thornhill. He's gone too.
Mhm.
But
that was the Honey Badger, right?
Yeah. We won a Super Bowl with the youngest secondary last year, the youngest secondary, and all the wide receivers that we had. Juju, he ain't do shit this year.
Man, because he was over there in the Patriots. That's a horrible squad, as we can see.
He didn't do McCole. We traded McCole. The Jets didn't even want to use him, and he hasn't done nothing yet. He hasn't done nothing yet this year for us.
Now I'm curious. I'm curious, Mar, because I've known you for a while, and we was in the Bay. I never knew that you was Chiefs, or maybe I forgot. How did you become a Chiefs fan? Living in the Bay.
It's crazy. I hate being a follower of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I grew up in the Bay. I respected the 49ers. I don't care who you are. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, all of them, Roger Craig, everybody and their mama. You respected the 49ers. I just couldn't get on the bandwagon. And the Raider fans was just goofy to me. They always been goofy. So I never really
you met Terrell Owens a couple of times, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days.
We had to protect him getting out the beehive.
In the club, the beehive. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Raider fans was getting on him. And Big Dave, he had to get protection, get walked to his car because they was trying to get on him.
What?
But
wow.
Yeah. This is
bring you back for one of them stories.
I met
during
Owens,
off season.
I met Owens one time. He was playing pool at the Beehive. But but I remember they used to always hang out, with Owens and stuff like that. So that's why I'm surprised.
You talk about Beehive in San Jose?
Yeah, San Jose.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a jazz club now downstairs.
Right.
But the reason I became a Chief fan was Christian Okoye. He was just running people over, and I was just like, you know what? My cousin, he became a Bills fan when the Bills was losing. All those Super Bowls. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab a team and just go out on a limb, and I'm going to go with the Chiefs. And my best year with the Chiefs was Bono. Not counting Montana. Montana had a great year. But Bono, we got 13 wins with Bono from the Niners. He came.
Then you had Alex Smith come along, a few years later.
Man, I have a problem with Alex Smith, though. Alex Smith was he's trash, man. Alex Smith had a year with the motherfucking Chiefs where he didn't throw one single touchdown to a wide receiver.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Like how you have a whole year, a whole season, and you don't throw a touchdown to a wide receiver.
That was crazy.
That's why we got rid of him.
Ever happened? Has that ever happened in the history of football?
It probably happened. It had to be the 60s when they wasn't using wide receivers like that. It was the 50s or something like that. And what Alex Smith did, when he was with the Niners, he made Vernon Davis a beast.
Yes,
because he's a check down dude. He wasted Crabtree's young years. To me,
Yes, he did.
Crabtree was a beast, and he had those hands.
Right.
But what Alex Smith did,
hand off the ball to Goy.
Charles, Jamal Charles, give it to Charles.
Yeah.
And then Alex Smith made Kelsey who he became, because he came and he started throwing to Kelsey. But there was like, that was the best thing for Patrick Mahomes, sitting on the bench watching the dude check down, knowing that he has a powerful arm.
Right.
All right, let me be smart and check down. I'm not going to do that all the time, but I just know I need to do a check down.
That option, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was what Patrick Mahomes needed to see. And even though he got away from it this year with the high safeties, I would say ever since the Bucks in the Super Bowl, they did the high safeties.
Yeah.
He learned to go under, and then we got another chip because he learned how to check down.
Right.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be. I'll be honest with you. Let's, like Rio said, I mean, I'm not, of course, the biggest Mahomes fan. However, I have a lot of respect for him because I know what he brings to the table of the game of football. So I actually had him as this whole Super Bowl doesn't surprise me, him being there in the Kansas City Chiefs, because he was the pick I thought for sure would make the AFC. I would come down to them or the Ravens, but I was telling Rio all year long, I said, they were giving Jackson all the glory, and the Ravens this, Raven now. He said they ain't gonna make it.
Let me say this with the Ravens.
March, they ain't gonna make it. But go ahead.
Let me say this about the Ravens. I forgot what year it was, but I don't know if it was a playoff, but it was an important game. And what we did the same thing we did to him in that game, in this game, and we made him a passer.
Yeah,
we made him a passer.
He looked like he was trying to prove something, though.
Yeah,
because why didn't he
didn't run at all?
Why didn't he run
that much at all in that game?
It didn't make sense to me, man. When he played the Texans,
he couldn't because Kansas City
ran in the tunnel and
keeping him in the
stuff.
pocket. He couldn't run.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
And our spying linebacker, Gay, he was hurt, back problem, so he didn't play. He was going to be the spy on Jackson that whole game, but we basically went back to our formations. What are we going to do? Are we going to blitz? Are we going to go into a cover two? What are we going to do? We show the blitz a lot, so it's like you got to react. So with Lamar,
ruffled his feathers a bit.
Yeah, Lamar, he just does. I told people this. I would have never paid him because his legs is worth $160 million.
Right.
His arm is only like $10 million. His arm is $10 million. His defense in the running game got them to where they got this year. And we basically, we're going to make you pass the ball.
Yep.
We're going to make you pass. And I was saying that too. A bunch of Raven fans mad at me. I'm like, this dude can't throw.
Did you go to that game?
I wouldn't want him as my as my quarterback. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, he has all the tools in his legs. Everything below the hips is amazing. His arm and his confidence ain't there. He's scared to throw 50-50 balls.
Right. And and that's just the reason why I knew they were going to get upended by somebody. I actually picked Houston Texans. I picked the Houston Texans over the Ravens. That's how confident I was about it. I figured if they didn't get it done,
Stroud's going to get it.
I knew it.
Stroud's going to be a beast. But man, I can't wait for this weekend though, because it's going to be interesting. And
now, are you coming out to Vegas or are you staying home?
Wow. Oh no, I'm staying. I'm deciding if I want to go to a party. You see, you know what it is? When you're a Kansas City Chief fan in the Bay Area,
right?
I'm the only one.
Yeah.
So
it was hard for me. Listen,
getting all kind of cross-eyed looks from everybody, right?
You the only Chief.
You know the Raiders don't like you. And well, you know what you done to us, so we ain't feeling y'all neither. So
wait, say the Raiders don't like him. Hold up. Did you hear what Mark Davis said?
No.
Mark Davis said,
enlighten me.
They said, Mr. Davis, how do you feel about the 49ers and KC emblem being put on the Allegiant field, right? He said, actually, the Niners and Chiefs are my favorite team. And then he goes, next to the Raiders. What? How are you the?
He dug himself.
I know his daddy doing a 360 in his grave.
Wow.
You talking
I want
about
to find that clip and post that
Oh,
on my.
please,
I gotta
look
find
it
that
up.
clip, post that on, man.
I watched it like 3 or 4 times. It was actually on Facebook, but I couldn't even believe
He was like really
how,
serious when he said that.
no, he was serious.
Wow.
And then he goes, yeah, he's actually the Niners and KC are my favorite teams. And then he goes, next to the Raiders, of course.
Well, yeah. Well, he probably wish he had either Kansas City or Niner team representing
I believe the
Raiders.
haircut.
That's probably what he really meant. Because
Oh my
got that
God,
talent.
What is that?
He's-
Is that a haircut or is that just a like?
I don't know. It's either haircut or genetics.
It's like a
'Cause I don't know.
disguise.
I don't know. He looks like the slow version of John Gruden. That's all. Just the slower version.
Yeah.
On the spectrum. The
On the
spectrum version
yeah.
of Gruden. You know, I mean, that's
the special version. Yeah, that's funny.
So, Mar, let me ask you this question. So coming in the game, like I said, on Sunday, how do you feel the Kansas City's defense deal with Brock Purdy?
What we do, we play a lot of man. You guys know what Snead did all year. You know the same way how Trent, no sacks, no touchdowns on Snead, and he's put it on every single wide receiver in the game. So whoever's the wide receiver, whoever Debo is,
it's Snead.
And who's going to take care of IU?
Yeah, who takes care of IU?
Ayuk is going to be shut down. That's
he's going to be shut down.
McDuffie, all pro.
Okay.
McDuffie, all pro.
Okay.
Snead, the corners is there. So if we play man the whole game, it's going to be bad for us because I know the Niners and Shanahan, which I respect Shanahan a lot because he plays the smart system, and you can see it within Green Bay. Play action could get you anything you want in the NFL. You can win any game with a play action system. And us, we're going to have to play more zone than the man. We still got to give the looks that we're going to be doing blitz just to throw off Purdy. And we're going to give them different kind of looks. There's going to be a moment where there's going to be 2 defensive players on the line. There's all linebackers. It's going to be weird. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be different.
So you're saying the key was the shoulder look with that many guys on the line, thinking that they're going to pressure or put pressure.
Yeah, Spags. That's what Spags.
But they won't. But they'll probably drop back.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what Spags did to Brady when Spags was with the Giants. Blitz. We don't know what we're gonna do. So what we gotta contain. We gotta do some more zone. Just to respect who we're playing. And get off the zone when we know what's gonna happen because McCaffrey's gonna be the guy. Yeah. He's gonna flare out.
I think I agree with you.
He's gonna flare out, and it's gonna be an issue. Because if we play man and he just goes out, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be a long day for us. So
McCaffrey is going to be, I think, a big, painful headache for this defense because you guys are ranked 20-something against the run as it is. And if that, I'm telling you right now, if CMC gets locked in and
he might get MVP.
He might get MVP of this game. And I think he's going to be the key guy to get these Niners to where we need to be come Sunday. Because that brother, he's just Chris McCaffrey. He's been doing it for us all year. There's no doubt about it. Ever since he's been here. I mean, all season after last season.
Game 1, yeah.
In my head, though, one thing what I like about the Niners is you guys have all the fucking skill players. We
got 9
crazy.
Pro Bowlers, baby.
Hey.
Shoot, we coming hard. And we were like, half our guys were like rookies when we faced y'all in 2019, but now our boys are seasoned.
What you guys don't have is that up the front 4 that you guys had in 19. Yeah. The front 4 in 19.
Our defense isn't what it was in 2019.
Yeah.
That front four, I can't even name the players, but whoever the four was, y'all gave us hell.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
gave us hell.
We know. And
Y'all
guess
gave us
what?
hell.
The damn refs gave us hell too, because I'm just gonna tell you, and I know you know this because you seen it. Everybody's seen it. Even Kansas City fans told me they seen it. But man, y'all got away with some serious damn holding calls. Now I'm not trying to bring up a lot of stuff from the past, but no, those refs were missing on some serious holding calls, especially on my boy Bosa, because I could go back and watch that tape today and see about 6 holding calls that should have been called and that weren't called.
But you know what's crazy about holding calls? A ref could do that. He could throw the flag every play,
all day.
Every team in the NFL, every single game could be thrown a flag for holding.
Right.
Every game.
But when it's obviously when someone's being grabbed like this and being pushed back by the shirt and jersey.
Oh, the thing is,
that's clearly evidence. Okay, that could be.
You can hold like this. It's once I go to the side. That's the holding call.
Exactly.
And those are missed every game, every single football game in the country.
And this is also what's scary about. I mean, I have to admit that I'm concerned with. Apparently, from what I understand, the referee group that's going to be doing this Super Bowl, guess what?
Don't tell me.
Same group of guys from 2019.
No, it can't be.
That's what I'm hearing.
Are you sure? No,
I'm not.
No.
We going to check into that.
I'm gonna have to go look into that.
You've seen they say it's the same guy, same group of guys supposed to be refereeing this game. And I'm thinking, great, here we go again. So now I feel like we're gonna be up against the 12th man, the receivers, man.
The Chiefs is the most penalized football team in the NFL.
We were this season.
This season.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most.
Well, let's see. Let's see
if
it
off.
Hopefully they continue on Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully they continue on Sunday.
Yeah, you just keep on penalizing. Okay. Because you know what? Hey, you guys right tackle and left tackle. You guys don't have your regular starters in there. Well, I think they said one guy might try to come back. I think the right tackle, I forgot his name.
Tony, he's gonna be back.
Is he?
Our guards in the middle are Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
Our Pro Bowlers.
But your ends though.
Our ends are an issue.
That's gonna be where rest better be watching because you're gonna have Chase Young on one side and Bosa on the other. And you can't tell me them fools ain't gonna get caught. Even Bosa said, "Oh well, those guys like to hold a lot, so he knows. He's watching. He put it out there. He put it on notice before this game to make sure that these refs know these guys."
You know why he said that?
Because y'all love
holding. In 2019, he was crying on the bench like this.
Well, of course he was crying. I'd be crying too if I got held like 20 times in a game.
So it hurts. It hurts him.
Yes, it hurts.
It hurts. So he has to say that because
let's just look at that one famous play where your boy Mahomes running for his damn life on 3rd and 15.
Oh my God!
He buys enough time scrambling around all crazy while Bosa's being hung like this and grabbed right in front of the referee, looking right at it, and doesn't even call a holding call. But yet Mahomes throws the bomb to Hill and boom.
That was.
I want no ref.
When I saw that play, I was like, "We're done. We're not going to get this. There's no way we're going to
win or lose the Super Bowl. I just don't want to be impacted by some dumb referee call. Seriously, or non-call.
That's all I ask.
I just want a straight up game. I'm cool.
Both sides of the ball.
That's why I was the most upset about. And it had nothing to do with the referee, but that's why I was most upset about the Eagles game because when we lost to the Eagles in the NFC Championship, the Eagles fans was bragging. I'm like, how can you brag about this game?
Yeah, you can't.
How can you brag about this game? There's not one person in America that was looking at that game and said, "Man, the Niners just lost that game straight up." They had no quarterbacks. So what are you proud of? You proud because all our quarterbacks got injured? Listen.
That's why we had straight though, didn't they? They didn't get set straight.
Yeah, we got it straight. But that's the same thing with the Chiefs. See, we got 2 more people on our list. We got the Chiefs and the Ravens that we gotta get revenge on. Because Chiefs and Ravens stopped us from getting our Super Bowls. So thank you. No matter what. That's why I said I didn't care who we got, Ravens or Chiefs, because no matter what, we got Revenge Bowl coming up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? Me being a Chief fan, like to me, I have the I have the Niner and the Chief game 50-50. To me, it's a toss-up because it's just equal in the middle. I think the Niners wouldn't want to play the Ravens in the Super Bowl for the fact that they let Lamar get loose.
They did.
They let him loose, and what it was is like y'all got scared of his legs again. So when he rolled out,
that's the same issue we're gonna have with Mahomes because does he
not as bad, not as bad as we were terrified of Lamar's legs.
It's crazy because what you guys do that's great with Warner, Greenlaw. What you guys do, you guys are disciplined. Your linebackers are disciplined. So when you guys play that zone, you don't necessarily need a spy because Warner's in the middle. He's playing the zone already. He's there. There's no unnecessary spy to be like, okay, we need to have somebody there. That's your guys' defense in that zone and the discipline that you guys have is the scary part. That's where I'm like, okay,
yeah, that's
we gotta make y'all get out of the zone, and you guys are not going to. That is a kicker. I'm being realistic for everything. You guys have a great system on defense, and those linebackers that you guys have, those three, are disciplined, and they quick. I just think Andy Reid, once we start doing these screens at Bosa, we're gonna come at Bosa, and once we screen them, little chip block, that's what we're gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna have to do. And as far as with on the other side of the ball, I love it that we are very disrespected because our linebackers are beasts too. Tranquil.
Oh man, you guys got a great defense, man.
Bolton, he's a beast. Bolton, especially Bolton, he could have been the MVP last year with that strip on Jalen in the Super Bowl.
That was a good play.
Touchdown. Man, our linebackers is actually very disciplined as well in the system that we play. But that's with a system that is predicated by we're showing you a different shit the whole time. So the blitz or are we in the zone? Blitz or in the zone. And they all play perfectly.
It's gonna take a very strong on point defensive effort by the Niners, and like you said, it's all about the discipline, because when you don't have that discipline, that's when things go sideways. That's why we didn't play our best game against Green Bay. We didn't play our best defensive game against Detroit because of that fact, no discipline, and also laziness to me, lots of lazy play by a lot of players, which was very uncharacteristic for this team because if you go back and watch some of the earlier games in the season, we were looking like number one defense in the NFL for like the first weeks.
We were defense for a while.
But then over, as the season went along, I don't know, just the season got a little tired, got a little dropping. So this is the thing. What we do know about this defense is, maybe they're ranked right now rather middle or low right now, depending on the pass and run, but we know what they're capable of doing because we've seen it early in the year. So that's why I don't worry too much. As long as these guys are locked in, disciplined, ready to play, it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be one in the trenches. It's going to be who's going to be the one that's going to make that key turnover, or fumble, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it's going to come down to. My scenario, the way this thing's coming out, because like you guys been saying, our boy Brock Purdy, bless his heart, this guy's been coming in, doing his thing, second year in the season, taking us straight to the Super Bowl, which is just, uncomprehendable for most people. I think that's what's scared. That's why they get scared about Brock Purdy. They don't want to give him his flowers because they just can't believe what they're witnessing with this kid, and what he's doing, And so
it's just a situation for Purdy. Because I put it like this: if you put Purdy on the Chiefs, we're not in the playoffs. You put Mahomes, Mahomes on the Niners, it's like watching Kevin Durant on the Warriors and already know that they're going to win the championship in the beginning of the season. It's like
well,
it's totally
yeah,
different.
with his pedigree that we already know of, yes.
Yes. Mahomes, I mean, there's no denying it. Mahomes is like
Most
Curry.
Definitely.
most talented quarterback I ever seen in my life. He doesn't have the most awarded, most accolades. That's Brady.
You're right.
Yeah,
But I would take.
he's going to pass that up. He's going to pass that.
I think if he's
you know
able
what,
to get
he's a
wins,
guy. He's just a guy that knows how to win. You know what I mean? Like losing is not even part of it. You could tell it's just not part of his pedigree. You know what I'm saying? He knows when he steps on the field, no matter what situation or condition, he's going to go out there and be Patrick Mahomes, and he's gonna get you more times than most. So we know that we ain't taking nothing away from Mahomes. You know, but Brock Purdy, hey, this kid surprising everybody. You know, and just being just, you know, just like they say, Montana 2.0, what they're trying to say, you know. And, you know, the kids just, you know, he's just doing amazing things. And you know, he even said he grew up liking Patrick Mahomes. That was one of his favorite players. You know what I'm saying? I can see why, because you can see where he learned probably a lot of his skill sets from someone like Patrick Mahomes, you know.
right.
But you know, so I just think it's going to be the team that, you know, going to play the cleanest game without too many turnovers, you know, and you know, hopefully we see a good battle. I mean, hopefully it's be a back and forth, just like last year. You guys played a back and forth battle with Philadelphia, you know, but let's this time see Brock Purdy maybe come from behind with the winning touchdown.
Yeah.
We're running for mission 6, baby.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't want to come from behind, especially not in the second half, because.
But why not? I mean,
because listen, I'm
not saying like far behind, maybe like 10 points, but maybe Purdy just freaking finds a way to come back on these guys. That be just
cool if it has to happen, yes. But what I'm saying, I don't want that. I don't want to be down in the second half, because as a betting man, I've watched what KC has done in the second half. They only allowed 3 points in the second half in the last like 4 or 5 games or something like that. Something crazy. Like
4 points in the second half.
Yeah,
that's all we give up.
It's crazy. That makes no sense. You don't want. Look at what they did. They shut people down second half. Now I'm not saying they're gonna shut us down in second half. I'm just saying I don't want to be down in second half and have to try to make a comeback with a defense that's so focused in the second half for whatever reason. I guess they're really good at, you know, making adjustments, just like I feel like the Niners are really good at making adjustments. So it's going to be a great match. Now, since it is going to be a great match, one of the things that we do every time we bring one of our guests, opposing guests, to one of our big games, and this is the biggest game of the year,
right?
We make a friendly wager. And the friendly wager, I give the guests the opportunity to pick what do they want. You could name your price, and I'll match it. You can do a jersey swap. It could be the loser has to wear the other team's jersey, or you could give us a suggestion. You could give us a suggestion, but we need some sort of friendly wager, non-Vegas wager, just to seal this game, so we could seal our real true lines and say who are we support. I have put up every time I was supposed to wear a Rams jersey. I was supposed to wear a Cowboys jersey. I was supposed to wear a Detroit Lions jersey. I was supposed to wear a Packers. Every jersey you could think of. So I'm giving you the option of pick your poison. It could be $1.
Come on, Mark. Show that you are a true Kansas City.
Because every time,
even your boys,
I do this. I do this every time. So you pick
know
your
what? You know what's crazy? The Super Bowl when my team played the Chiefs. When 19 when we played John. I didn't bet. I did a simple bet, but I was like, buy me a bottle.
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's just the same thing with me.
Yeah, simple. We ain't asking.
I'm not betting. I'm Vegas. I'm not betting on the game, but I mean with friend or guest, simple thing like you say, buy me a bottle, $1. Like you could do a trading space, trading. What was that thing? With Eddie Murphy back in the days,
Trading
Mortimer,
places.
Mortimer and them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
$1.
$1.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm probably gonna have to lean on the dollar because
Let's do it.
I'm super. You know, man.
Hey,
The times I bet my team's lost.
but this is not a
So,
bet. This is
yeah,
what's
it is.
different.
It's
It's
a form
different.
of a bet.
The way that I lost with the Niners both times when played y'all in the Super Bowl. I put 1,500 on the Niners. Okay, not mentioning. Listen, and this is with Vegas. This is with Vegas. So you got to understand. And the time before that, I put 500. So
Emotional damage. Emotional.
Lee has emotional damage.
With Vegas, I'm not putting anything on them in Vegas. But
Who is your daddy?
There are situations in life.
I just have to have something with somebody. I gotta feel some sort of pressure when I'm watching the game, saying, "Oh damn, if they lose, I gotta find a Chiefs jersey, or I gotta do this or whatever." So I'm laying it out. There's no pressure. I lay it out, and you just.
I'm gonna go with the $1. We're gonna go with the $1.
We're gonna go with the Mortimer
We're gonna go
bet.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that.
Trading places.
I bet Raider fans on a regular basis because they're dumb. They're the dumbest people in the world. And is this a adult space I can talk? I bet women, Raider fan women.
Mm-hmm.
I bet them head. 4 Raider women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Gave me head because they lost. But they're stupid. They stupid. Raider fans are stupid. So those are like easy ass bets. So I respect the Niners enough to know that this is going to be a game where we have Iron Man with Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
And I look at the Niners, I'm like, look at Captain America over there. Well, over there with Purdy, Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And I see everybody, I see all the other people.
The Avengers.
I see all the Avengers, but then I'm like, the Avengers didn't start. Iron Man kicked off that whole thing. And I just see the Niners respectfully. I see all these players, and I'm like, y'all don't have Iron Man. That's what I'm leaning on Patrick Mahomes so much this year, especially since my team led the league in most penalties and most drops. We are here because of Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes only.
I got a question.
Our defense is our defense, and our defense is stout because of the trade for Hill. When we traded Hill, we got them draft picks. We picked great, and we did great things picking up free agents, and they made a difference. Bolton and Tranquil, for example, those are great pickups. And Bolton, even though he was here last year, Tranquil came in this year, and it was great. And oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Number 90. Oh my God. There's some African last names I keep forgetting, man. but man, we are just totally different this year, and I'm not surprised if my team wins because of Patrick Mahomes. Because I feel as if we don't supposed to be here, and nobody wanted us here. We're the most hated right now. You see that KC villains? We villains right now. We are the most hated team in America. It's crazy how much people talk about Taylor Swift. I ignore her so much
Well, not
I do
hey,
not
not the
I
football
hate it.
networks and everything, because you can't
I
turn
know.
around 1 second and see her picture up there jumping around with everybody in the club seats, acting all crazy, because she's all happy
Yeah.
with her boy, Mr. Kelsey. But you said, I want to back up real quick. You said that you look at the Niners and you don't see an Iron Man.
No.
So you're trying to tell me you don't think Brock Purdy is an Iron Man?
He's Captain America.
He's Captain
Some of the Avengers.
American. I'm
Avengers,
going to tell you, I think he's an overcomer. And I think that's what he's going to do come Sunday, because you know what? Hey, everyone all season long did not want to give this man his flowers, and he's straight.
They still don't.
And he's rocking the best quarterback records that you could think of. He's making everybody look bad. But nobody wants to look at that analytically. They don't want to look at the numbers. They don't want to look at the quarterback ratings and everything.
Could you imagine if
this guy is killing it? Say that
if
again?
he was the number one pick in the draft, do you know what pedestal they would put him on right now?
Oh my goodness, he probably
He
would probably have a billboard on I-5.
but the story
all
wouldn't
down
be great.
I-5.
The story wouldn't be as great.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but the respect,
great.
the respect that he would have would be
The respect,
like
everybody wouldn't be looking so down on him.
ESPN, all the folks on
262
ESPN,
pick.
they look at him like, yeah, man, I understand. He's a game manager. He's this and that.
You got all the best records, but they can't accept or acknowledge that. You know what? In that Detroit game, he came back by 17 points. Because before, some of these people were saying, oh, he came back from 7 points against Green Bay. That's nothing. That's not really back. And then he gets behind 17 points, comes back, and then what happened on I'm watching all these shows. You know what they started talking about? What the Lions didn't do, or everything became the shoulda, coulda, woulda, if show. What if so and so accepted that ball? What if so and so did this? What if so and so did? Instead of saying Brock Purdy took it to him in the second half, they didn't give the man the flowers.
What Campbell did wrong.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about what everybody did wrong. It's like, well, what about what we did right?
Do stuff that's wrong. Andy Reid would have never done. Andy Reid would have got the point.
Yeah,
we would have got point. And they shot themselves in the foot. It's a little thing with winning. I don't care unless you're like the Warriors, like you're one of those teams, the three-peat Lakers, the Bulls, three-peat. But if they didn't need the luck, I would say Brady, he got lucky a lot of times.
Oh yeah, even that comeback against Atlanta was luck.
Yeah, that was luck.
Even that Tuck rule was luck. Hello,
Tuck was luck. The Seahawks
never heard of that
play at the 1 yard line.
That's luck, big luck.
That's luck. Everybody, it's going to be a little luck. Everybody wins with a little bit of luck, and it just depends on how the ball falls, man. It's going to be intriguing to watch because the 49ers are a darling team, but they already had the recipe of a champ. With Shanahan, y'all went before with Jimmy G, which to me, I always thought he was trash.
Yeah, well, we did too.
Yeah, and
he's in the losing, you guys.
He was a little better than Alex Smith, but but they had the pedigree. Shanahan had great play calling. I saw it early on. Nobody was thinking about Atlanta.
Yeah,
who thought Atlanta was going to be there?
Right.
Right.
Hey, Mark, let me tell you this, bro. We got to wrap this thing up because our show's usually an hour, but it's such a joy talking to you and always getting.
It was a Super Bowl episode.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it was a Super Bowl episode. That's why I went over.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, we're gonna have our moments, but I wanted to real quick. I want to ask you, what do you think? And just tell me the score. You don't have to tell me why you think it's going to be the same, but just tell me what you think the score is going to be for this game on Super Bowl Sunday.
My prediction. My points. It's funny. I haven't thought about that. That's a good question.
You want me to come back to you? I'll get real.
Yeah. I'll run it around.
All right, real. Go ahead, real. I have to go last, but you go real.
My Super Bowl prediction. I see. I see. It's crazy what I see jumping in my head. I see this number 36 jumping in my head. 36. It's crazy.
Okay.
But I'm gonna drop it by 10, and I'm gonna bring it down to 26.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna say 26.
Going against your intuition.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against my intuition, but I see 36 jumping in my head. So I'm gonna say 26. Weird number for the squares, okay? For the squares, for the Super Bowl squares, weird number that should never hit. So 26-17. Niners, of course.
Okay, all right.
26-17.
Mr. Mars, special guest, tell me what you got.
I got 24. (24-17) Chiefs.
Okay, all right. All right. And I'm going to give you guys my score. Well,
No, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to say 24-20.
24-20. Okay.
We scored a touchdown at the end to win the game.
24-20. Okay. All right. All right. Real quick, I'm going to try to wrap this as fast as I can. But, this number 13 has been floating around because of Miss Taylor Swift, and
Taylor Swift.
Much respect to the lady. I mean, she's a good pop star. She's doing the thing. I ain't hating on the girl, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
13's your favorite number.
13's been a special number,
13's your favorite number.
She was born December 13th. She celebrated her 13th birthday on Friday the 13th. She's won 13 Grammys and sometimes has about 13 songs on all her albums. This is going to be her 13th game attending this Sunday, against Kansas City. And it's that Super Bowl 58. So, 5 plus 8, right? 13. Hey, it's 49ers, 4 plus 9. What is that? 13. She's going to be in Japan, might have to fly over here, might take her 13 hours, right? Right? So, but guess what?
What?
Brock Purdy. Where's the number 13, baby?
The Rock Purdy. Where's number 13?
The Rock Purdy, where's number 13? And your boy Chili Will says this. The final score, this game comes Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. He's going to shock the world, and the score is going to be 34 Niners, 21 Kansas City. And guess what? That's a 13-point lead, baby. Woo!
We're going to give her that 13. We're going to give her that
We're going to give you 13 in more ways than you know. So, man, and again, and let me wrap it up with this real quick. This goes against my morals as a San Francisco 49er, and Rio kind of knows this. I'm not much of a gambling man. I don't gamble much at all. The reason why I don't gamble because I'm like the cooler. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have any luck gambling. Anybody I pick or choose always loses. So I'm going to do my best as Chili Will to break the curse. This is something I should have done in 2019. It's something I should have done in 2012. Didn't even think about doing it, but I should have. Because I know I could have changed the universe and the Super Bowl gods.
Let's do it.
Decision. And a faithful might get mad at me, but trust me, guys, it's going to work. Chili Will's going to throw a little wager on Kansas City.
What?
I'm going to cross the line. And I'll tell you why. It's going to work. It's gonna no straight up win. I ain't playing no points because then I'm messing myself up there. I can't do that. I have to get straight up.
When you come to Vegas, you gonna place that one?
I'm gonna place it, man. I'm gonna do it, but I'm doing it for my boys, mind you, guys. I know you. I feel bad about this. I'm telling you, I feel bad about this. I'm not feeling good about this, but you know what? Chili's got to do what Chili's got to do.
We already won.
I'm going to make sure that we walk out of Las Vegas with that Vince Lombardi. And old Chili Will is going to throw down the wager.
Wow. My boy did that too. He did that on the Packers game and the Lions game. He bet on the Packers and the Lions.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. That's what Chili's going to do.
And this time,
they made a movie about me called The Cooler. That was about me.
He bet on the Chiefs this game. He bet on the Chiefs.
I'm gonna bet on the Chiefs because Chili always.
I got to do the
wrong. I got to get it wrong.
I got to not bet.
I was like, are you playing the points? Is this gonna be the
Yeah,
points?
no.
If I play the points, I'll get jacked up.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
telling
playing.
you. See, I'm telling
I
you,
think it's gonna be close.
them betting gods know how to get after me. Let me tell you, I'm gonna do this smart.
I didn't expect you saying that, Chili Will. I didn't expect you to say
I told you,
thought you
Real.
was gonna
I said this was
gonna
going to hurt
wear a
me more
shirt.
than probably every
Ooh.
49er faithful, man. But you know what? I guarantee you, we coming back with the Vince, and we're going to have a party on Market Street come Tuesday. I guarantee you guys, watch.
Let me just say this. The Chiefs, they're not dumb. So when we played the Bills, Josh Allen, we wasn't blissing. We respected Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't blissing. We played this up. With Jackson, we disrespected him. We're gonna play smart on defense because if we play man, it's an issue because the play action.
I would please play, man.
Nah,
Please, God.
That's
Let the Chiefs play, man.
You know what?
That's the kicker for me.
Guys, I just told you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Chill's got to do what Chili's got to do.
Hey.
So we can sit here and discuss X and O's all damn day. It ain't going to stop the fact that I'm going to just wave the whammy on somebody right now come Sunday.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. So, guys, Super Bowl Sunday coming this Sunday, man. I know you guys are excited. Everybody's excited. And just real quick, again, we're going to have a watch party going on. Let me go back to the rally, actually. Let's go to the rally. It's going to be happening Saturday at the Hard Rock Cafe. Make sure you guys come on down because Martin Hank's going to be there, Jesse Sapulu, Eric Wright, a few other players, man, are going to be coming up on through there, and it's going to be
I'm going to be there.
I'll be there. Rio going to be there. Too bad Mark couldn't be there, but, he's going to stay home. And then we're going to go to the watch party. It's going to be happening at the Lexi Hotel. Thrown by the 408 South Bay Swag. There's going to be a lot of parties though going on up and down there, faithful. So, but this is going to be one of the hangouts. If you guys are out there, check it out. It's called the Lexi Hotel in Las Vegas, man. So make sure you're out there for that. And let me leave. Can I leave one more, Jim? Would you guys?
Yeah.
Just one more, real quick. Someone posted this on Twitter or whatever X they call it, and had this to say. I'm going to post it here. It says, this guy, Jay Cuda, says, every time the 49ers have won the NFC champion game versus a team that has a shade of blue in their logo, they've gone on to win the Super Bowl. And anytime they've beat a non-blue team in the NFC championship game, they've gone on to lose the Super Bowl. So you look right. I don't know if you guys can see it, but in 82, right, we beat the Cowboys, blue team. And 85, we beat 85 and 89, beat the Bears. They got blue in their name. Bears. The Rams got blue in their helmet, went on to win the Super Bowl in 1990. And then we had the 1995 Dallas Cowboys. NFC championship game, went on to win the Super Bowl. And then look what happened. Look what happened in 2013. We played the Falcons. No blue in that color. We lost. It's the Ravens. And then 2020, we beat Green Bay Packers. No blue in that color. We lost the Super Bowl against who, Mr. Marr. And then, Rio, who did we play 2 Sundays ago?
Man, Simba and the Lions.
Was it Simba and the Lions? What color
Simba
do they have?
and the Lions.
What color do they have?
They got that nice blue going on.
They got the blue in it. Oh, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I'm telling you, Mar.
Hey,
baby, might be in trouble come Sunday, bro.
It sounds gang related. It sounds gang related.
Anyway, we
going crazy everywhere right now. Hearing this, they're going crazy.
Listen, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, Mar. We appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming on and talking with us, man. And we'll probably get together next week, but it won't be on Tuesday because I'll be coming back on Tuesday. So I don't know. Might have to change it on Wednesday, Thursday, but maybe we get you back on, get your thoughts on the results of this game. And
the champagne bottles.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But before now, the faithful, once again, thank you for tuning in, watching. Thanks for the support again. Thanks for all the views, and you guys are awesome. Faithful, let's turn it out in Vegas, man, this weekend. Let them know that the faithful 49er Empire is out there. We're gonna be heard. We're gonna be
How about them Chiefs?
Oh, okay. Won't be saying that after Sunday. All right, this is a 49er. This is Chili Will, Rio, Kansas City Mar in the house, man.
Thank you.
You guys
Thank
have
you.
a great evening. And until next week, I'll see you at the parade, guys, on Tuesday.
Indeed.
Correct.
Right.